What's crackling, everybody? I'm Grillmaster. We are back with more Call of Cthulhu. And we're picking up where we left off last time, where we got saved from the not the infirmary, the insane asylum, by them, which doesn't make sense because he got killed. So we don't know exactly what is going on. This is precisely why I find evidence. I do what you want. I'm just trying to reason with you. I can't hear him because I'm so far away. Okay. I have the sound up a little bit louder this time. I'm hoping it helps.
Mr. Pierce, how do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Okay. Well, what do we got here? Do we got anything of any interesting potential? I like this story, the little side things in this. It's very entertaining. And I've missed some things. I know I have. Because it just, like, went to an area and it was like, you can't go back now. It's like, oh. So there's a door there. That's why I want to look first before I go talk to people. I don't know if it'll start something. Don't have a drink. No, I've been going the whole time without drinking. I'm not drinking. I feel like I'm crazy enough already. I don't need to add any sort of, intoxication to that.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
What? I'm over
Bradley?
here.
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you
Okay.
all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us, what happened?
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Yeah.
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
Alright, they had me endure. I might be on a lead. Talk to Colden, talk to Bradley.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
That's a good question.
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Dr. Bradley. You should be dead. I can't, no. You and Dr. Colden. Hold the test psychology? Oh, no.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case is
Those eyes are huge.
accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Memory seems to be failing you.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
He's a super like, I'm not comfortable talking about this. I might be on a lead. Talk to Cauldron.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Yes. I saw dead bodies.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. I might have to be on a lead.
Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course. He's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
He called him the Shambler, a sort of crisis, yeah.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
Well, I'm not saying she.
Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
I'm biased. I've watched it happen. Let's stay prudent. Better to confront the truth. Ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, honestly, I'm more about staying positive, I guess. Yeah, no, let's confront the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
This will affect
Better
your destiny.
madness than
What?
ignorance.
What does that mean?
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, I don't want to go back there. All right. So what? How do I journal? Okay, so we got clues, inventory. Oh, I got that. Okay, knowledge. We got a whole bunch of books we picked up. Pierce. This is what I was looking for. We got 3 points. Do I have anything I put points into so far? Yes. There we go. Number 4 in hidden things. That's not moving up too quickly. This is going up a lot. I think we got a lot the last time when we were down the tunnels. Then I brought this up so we could lockpick too. Okay. I mean, honestly, psychology is probably what I'll put points into next, because it's so low. And, I mean, there was a psychology test. I didn't do it because it was a horrible chance. I mean, if that's right, it's a 20% chance, and that's not good. Alright. So, can I talk to you again or something? What's up?
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, like, the factor that you don't know how you got home, clearly, man, clearly something was up. So let's come up here now that it's daytime, see if we can see anything. So I think this is the area we were in before. Oh, it's leave. I don't want to leave yet. What's downstairs? Does it leave as well? Yep, just leave. Chapter 6, Sanders' Residence. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decide to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and a friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler. Then the unfortunate man mentioned before he died.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Okay. I mean, what is up with that painting?
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Well, you see, yeah, there were some things that happened. He died screaming right before my eyes. I was no longer there when it happened. You're taking it quite well. I mean, I'll be straight up.
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
There was nothing I could do. I share your grief, but I had nothing to do with it. The true culprit is Fuller. It wasn't me who sent him there. I mean, I could try this. I haven't tried it yet.
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did I fail? I mean, I honestly don't know.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Yeah, I feel like I failed. She's like talking to me like she's pissed now.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge, allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller. What? 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 Yeah, I would take issues with that lady. You're like, you won't let me see the
The day
body.
the shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Well, that's a nightmare. Photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to the Sanders. They must be close. I can see why she's not happy with him. Oh. Okay. We can recreate a scene here. Gotta go to the other side of the table. Come on. We can do it. Why won't you let me? There we go.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Okay. Piano.
A house of artists.
Alright, book. Investigation.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
I mean, does she believe her pictures were possessed or something? Like, I almost feel like that. Like, she just straight up thought her pictures were possessed. We come out here? No. Oh, the painting's right here.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Okay. She's definitely not happy about it.
She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
And she does not look happy at all.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Am I too close? Okay, I was like, it's like looking really weird. Ah! Whoa.
The shambler. I need to see it.
He ripped his eyes out. That's why he had the thing on his head. I want to say I remember something about his eyes, but I didn't know that. Viviary of Medicine, second volume of the series, covers everything from gas... Okay, it's just... Yeah. So I haven't been reading it. It's just basically talking about different medical things. Whoa. That sounded nice. Okay. What else is in here? Let's explore the rest of the house. See what you got hidden away. Let's go in this door. Apparently we can't go in that door. Okay, let's go over here to this door. Not allowed in that one either. This is where we came from. Nada. So what is up with the paintings you have right now? I mean, they're just mountains. Okay. Like, why are your eyes all terrifying? And like this one, it's like her like part of her face is gone. I saw that when we came in. Don't mind me, lady. I'm just looking through your house. Nope, can't go in here either. Okay. We'll just keep going down the hallway. Nice little scenery.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
An ancient amulet, probably Amerindian. I wonder what its purpose could be. I took it? Okay. Don't mind me taking this artifact.
An old diary.
Diary of the pastor's wife. This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that a reverend congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared, and scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. I feel like I missed a book or two. Go to the journal. Do I have the other books? Because that's actually one that I am interested in. That one intrigues me. It would be inventory, knowledge, case closed. Okay, so these are the beginnings. Moby Dick. Yeah, we saw that. 2,000 Leagues. Keep going. Biviary. Nope. It's the only one we have, and it's number 3, right? Okay. Because that's something that sounds like it gives me some sort of information. Yeah! Straight for the win. Key to the Sanders Gallery. What? She didn't even get that? Okay, she's like, you can go look at it.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope on ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning to you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the shambler. Your friend, Sarah Hawkins. Okay. So yeah, she clearly was like,
I could
no.
use one of those.
Did I just take the sleeping pills? Okay. A Whale of the Cod. A Whale of the Cod, A Brief History of Darkwater by Erwin Greenmouth. It is focused on the past glory of the island. Okay. They give me any sort of info? No? I could talk to Kat, but I don't want to. Dissertation of an anatomical question. Yay, more medicine. Anything else hidden? I know I can talk to her, but I don't want to. She's gonna be mean. What? Why would you read? Would you read the book? Yes? This will affect your destiny. Malus Bestiarum, Volume 2, I got an achievement. This is a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures, beginning to believe that they exist. Because I looked at it, I'm like starting to believe they exist. Oh god, it looks like it's popping out of the page. That's really weird. Like the tentacles here. Like looks like if you turn the page, it would pop out, but it doesn't. That's some good drawing. Okay. Oh my god, did that make me go crazy? Okay, so we're at 3 and we're moving up. We're almost at 2 on that. What? Oh, no! The ritual. In the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion, Pierce witnessed the disemboweling of Officer Bradley by a man with a monstrous appearance. The men in gowns, and their ritual has not succeeded in affecting the veteran. However, the brutal death of Bradley, the discovery of the identity of his killer, whom he recognizes as dead Charles Hawkins, as well as the latter's superhuman strength, managed to strike fear into him. Pierce still does not know if he should believe what he saw. He may even put these visions of horror to the shock caused by the death of Bradley, or he may put it down to a lack of oxygen provoked by the rockfall. I'm stable. Your deals you have been through have left your mark, but still managed to best you can. Keep your mind busy in order to chase away doubts and painful memories. You still have some way to go. Who knows where your mind could lead you along the paths of insanity. So that means I may get more and more insane as we go. Macabre discovery. Searching through the cellars of the Riverside Institute, Pierce entered a room that he first took for a morgue, but the advanced stage of decay the corpses that lay around the place quickly made him realize that he was wrong. Nothing could justify the presence of such a carnal house in the hospital. The putrid smell and the total absence of respect for human life, as witnessed by this room, profoundly shocked Pierce, costing him some of his sanity. So I basically just keep taking a little bit of trauma. Yeah, and that's the most recent. The death of Francis Sanders. Yeah, I could see that being pretty messed up. The weirdness of Francis Sanders' death went far beyond anything Pierce had ever seen. Lifted off his feet by invisible force, the poor man's body was carried into the air before being thrown violently against the bars of his hiding place. Pierce, powerless, watched the limbs break and Sanders' body crumble to the ground. During long moments of agony, the detective saw nothing that would explain this event. weakened by his wounds and the operations he could remember undergoing. Pierce began to question his ability to tell the difference between reality and the nightmares that haunt him. And then, of course, the book we just read, Malus Bestiarum. Pierce read an ancient treatise, the Malus Bestiarum. This bestiary makes an inventory of numerous creatures from the occult world of parallel dimensions. The very nature of its knowledge makes it an unholy book. By reading it, Pierce lost some of his sanity. Okay, so it's not necessarily best to just read everything, I guess. Let's unlock this door. Okay, I could go in there, but I do want to talk to you.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I mean, it's only fair I gave her a one-liner the first time I talked to her, so, I mean, it's just gonna have, like, a one-liner back and forth. I've got to verify the payings for a buyer. I'm not here to create problems for you.
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you, what are you doing here?
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network, and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Who's Fitzroy? I don't remember. Alright. I mean, Captain Fitzroy, that's like the old guy, right? He was nice. He's more pleasant than you are. You're mean. Whoa, you got crazy occulty items in here.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Whoa, look at the mask. This is pretty cool. Stuff like this I like. Whoa, like the tablets. See, I mean, if things like this actually existed in real life in people's private collections, that's so sad. Like, I mean, obviously not necessarily Cthulhu. I know that there are totally people that believe like Lovecraftian lore and stuff, mythos and all that jazz. But I mean, I don't know, there's so many different artifacts and stuff that would be so amazing to see, but they exist in personal collections, so you never will. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Oh god. I mean, the statues are pretty terrifying, but I don't know. I think they're cool.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
What is it? Oh, it's a bear and a seal. That was a bear attacking another bear. That's creepy. I dig the art gallery though. What the? I say that and then I walk over here and I see this disturbing thing. The eyeballs. No. I'm really enjoying the art. That one's weird. A lot of this is really weird art, but it's pretty cool. Like, whoa. This is almost, some of it's like almost H.R. Geiger. Hey, this is cool.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Yeah, I know. He does have a lot of old weapons, and a lot of them look very similar, too. What do you got in here? Like, see the weapon in there? There's a weapon. It's like a middle weapon in almost every single one of them. Or a weapon in the middle of almost every single one of them. Whoa. It's like a tablet hidden. This is pretty cool. Oh my god, how big is this freaking place? This is nuts. Giant head. It makes me think of the Olmec. Whoa. You're a terrifying angel. You're not an angel, you're a demon. You got horns. I didn't see the horns right away. There's another one of the duck one. And here's the painting that made him, like, rip his eyes out. That's so good. is he? Okay.
What the hell was that?
Is it still in here then? Is that what you're telling me? It's still in here? Oh my god. Oh, dude, you don't. You don't know I'm here. Don't think you know I'm here. Oh god. No. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run away from you. Is this the thing I can hide in? Ha! You don't know I'm here. Oh. I apparently got away. So we're good. We're good. He's in there. Alright. Is this the way out? Oh!
I can't even touch it.
Well, that's not good. Hello? Oh god! Yee! No, run. What is this? Oh, it's lantern oil. Oh god, where are you? Oh, I see you. You're terrifying. Go. More lantern oil, that doesn't help me. Oh crap, I can't even touch the door. Yeah.
No way out. No choice. I must get rid of it.
Oh!
Damn.
Weapons!
Maybe I can use this dagger.
How do I use it? I'll sneak up behind you. How do I use it? Oh god! That's not how.
What the hell was that?
Run. Okay.
Down. Maybe
Okay.
I can use this dagger.
So I got this dagger. I'm thinking... No! On the painting? Use the dagger on the painting? He just went in that room looking for me. Can I use it on the painting? Can I use it on the painting? Can I use it on the painting? Whoa!
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Oh no. So do I have to find like a specific dagger? Oh god. A specific dagger? Another dagger. Oil. Okay, I think he's coming in this room now. Go. Stab the painting.
Damn it! I have to use a spit. Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
I just love how calm he says that. I mean, we got this nightmare going on. He's just like, is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it? Far away possessing the talents of Sarah Hawkins, Sanders drew a dagger that is tortured form down to the smallest detail. The guard carries a strange esoteric symbol, a reoccurring feature that corresponds from Sarah. Okay, so that's what I need to find. Actually, I think I had that first. Oh no! What's up, buddy? Yeah, no, nobody's in here. Yeah, I know. It looked like somebody climbed in here. I know. Yeah, nobody's in here. Yeah. Go wander out there. There's probably things out there that want you. No, don't come back. Don't come back. I'm gonna end up having to burst out of here in a second, dude. Get out of here. Oh, crap. I'm having a panic attack. Calm down. Calm down, buddy. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. So, in fact, I think the thing's like right there. Nope, that's not our knife. That's not our knife. That's not our knife. Not you. You!
This
Go, 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 go.
looks different.
Yep. Yep, this is the dagger. This is the dagger. Go, 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 go. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Man, you thought you were gonna get me, no. No, no, no. I was gonna escape from this sane. It's like I put you back, which means I'm stronger than you, demon. Yeah. What?
What's the matter with you?
Okay.
You sure you won't
like
be
I'm crazy.
needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
The painting was cursed?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
What? You knew about the monster?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Alright. Can you give me this information free of charge? I really should talk to this Drake. I don't want to ask that, because then she's going to be like, and then no? But, I mean, if I say I should talk to this...
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off.
Oh!
Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
I mean, she knew. She did know. She sent us in. What? I don't know what that was about. Chapter 7, The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. This huge creature came out of the painting and attacked Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decided to pay the library a visit. That's not good. All right, I'm gonna leave it here for
Where's
now.
the
Though.
bookseller?
So yeah, this is amazing. I like this game. This game is super fun. I am enjoying it immensely. I don't know if I'm gonna have it be as long this time, just because it was getting insanely long, and I don't know how long this chapter will be. But I figured it's a good point. Good point to stop it. Got through 2 more chunks. Yes, hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video where we continue more of this. This game is the story of this is amazing. There are moments with like character models and stuff that just kind of draw me out of it, but I mean, for the most part, there wasn't too much until Kat with her hands. She kept moving her hands the same way, and it's like repetition's what draws my eye. So it's like that just pulled me right out. But yeah, I am enjoying this game immensely, and this story is, yeah, it is. This guy's probably more insane now. Let me guess. Let's check your sanity. Did you lose a little bit more mind? Yep, meet the Shambler. It is Francis Sandler's private gallery that Pierce discovered the identity of the Shambler. Huge artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. When Pierce... Oh, Jesus. When Pierce approached it, a creature burst forth from the painting and immediately chased after him. This beast, from another dimension, has such a hold on his mind of the person who finds itself in the presence, that a simple glance in a direction is enough for Pierce to lose some sanity. Pierce finally managed to send the Shambler back into the painting, using a dagger engraved with a strange symbol. But the encounter has left its mark on the psyche of the investigator, still under the influence of the creature. He almost stabbed his own hand. So what I'm wondering is, I mean, we clearly missed one. Like, there's one that we didn't get knocked down on sanity. I mean, can you pass some of these? Like, this we really couldn't. We had to go in there to activate that thing. The death of Francis Sanders, I mean, maybe I could have gone straight instead of into that room. Because I did turn to look at that room and go in. And I was like, why am I going in here? And then this, I mean, I didn't have to read that. That was one of the things. The ritual, I mean, that was... We pretty much... That was the video. We didn't have a choice on that one. And then the nightmares. So, I mean, some of them I don't think we can avoid, but clearly we could. Like this, I could just said no. But I gotta know. I gotta know. I'm that cat. You know, curiosity. It's gonna get me killed. But yes, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.